The last time we saw Kevin Bacon in any kind of supernatural film was back in 1999, Stir of Echoes from David Cope. So, 16, 17 years. So, you would think that a film that brings Kevin back to the genre, there's got to be something decent about it. About 10 years ago, we had a serial killer film based on true events called Wolf Creek. That was for me, was a pretty unsettling serial killer film from Gregory McLean, or Greg McLean. And again, a horror entry from that writer and director. It's got to be decent, right? Well, unfortunately, Greg McLean's The Darkness proves to be pretty bad on several levels, and sadly wastes the talents of Kevin Bacon and Roger Mitchell, and to even a lesser degree, Paul Reiser and Ming-Na Wen. The conceit of The Darkness is that a family goes on a vacation in Grand Canyon, and the youngest son, who happens to be autistic, stumbles across some Indian artifacts and decides to bring them home with him. Little did he know that by doing so, he has unleashed some evil spirits that I believe the Azazi were keeping in check. And these evil spirits have followed them home. And the rest of the film is as these spirits try to break through, and it ends up being just one cliche riddled, not very scary and kind of dull feature film. I think literally there was only one legitimate jump, and that was not so much a jump, but a anticipated startle involving a light bulb and a sound effect. And that was about the only time I actually jumped, because even though I guess it just lulled me into defenseless, because I was like this is another cliched moment, and then it just jolted me. But yeah, the events that unfold, if you saw the trailer, you get a general idea just where exactly this film is going. But it doesn't prepare you for just how off the rails it gets in the third act, and how stereotypical and uninspired it becomes in that final act. As I mentioned, it's unfortunately wastes the talents of Kevin Bacon and Roger Mitchell, who are good for what they're given, but you get the sense that there should have been more for them to do in this film, and the film should have been worthy of their presence, and it does not live up to that. Like I said, it's very cliched, very stereotypical. It has an interesting premise, but shockingly not very well executed. And as a horror film, and unfortunately it's a PG-13 horror film, it simply does not deliver the scares, and doesn't even muster up enough to actually unnerve you in any kind of way. Basically, most of the movie, you already know what's going to go down. It's just a matter of watching the characters catch up, and you're waiting for them to catch up. And when they finally do, you're like, meh. So yeah, The Darkness pretty much should just stay in the dark and shouldn't really need to see the light of day. And it's, as I said, it's surprising considering the people involved, and considering how much I loved Wolf Creek. I haven't seen the sequels, but I loved the original, and I was quite disappointed with how The Darkness turned out to be. So The Darkness, I would give 1.5 stars. 1.5 stars out of 5. So have you heard of The Darkness? Were you interested in seeing The Darkness? What did you think of Stir Echoes? What did you think of Wolf Creek? Please comment below and let me know. If you like this video, please hit that like button below. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do, so you can stay on top of all my reviews as they come in. So until next time, we'll see you at the movies.